wonderful news. It is wonderful to be back and wonderful to see you. Thank you very much for coming. How you doing? My name is Mike, or Passenger, and this, if you haven't been to a Passenger before, I should warn you, this is probably going to be the most depressing hour and a half of your entire life. You guys shouldn't cheer, it will only encourage you. But I'm going to start with an old song, and it's for anybody who's been following my music for a little while. It's called Fairy Tales of Fire Sense, isn't it? Bitter losers, snarling through our smiles. I paid that man a lot of money. Those boys in the supermarket aisles. The Christmas dog stomps by the side of the road. Confused, we'll run for miles. The road rage, we're Stone Age, we are wild. We are busty light bulbs in a back street New York side. Are we the shaking gun in a service station line? We drink though we're drunk, we'll sink though we've sunk. We are fucked but we'll say that we're fine. Sorry. We're rampage, missing back pages in our spines. You in love for journeys and the roadside. You in love for starlight and the low tide. Where we long for fairy tales and fire. Side on. But it kind of means two things. It means there's going to be moments, if it's okay, I'm going to try and make you feel, as I said, as miserable as possible, and I'm going to be playing these quiet, sad little songs. And if it's okay with you guys, I know it's a lot to ask, I know it's Friday night, but it's okay, we're going to get as quiet as we possibly can at times. But there's also going to be moments where, if it's okay, we're going to make some noise and you guys are going to sing and clap and get involved. You guys up for making some noise for me tonight? Go! I said you up for making some noise! Well listen, this next song is my last album. It's about trying to enjoy every moment of your life, which is of course impossible, and it's called Life's for Living. Please sing along as loud and as loud as you can. Wrapped round the town like elastic, cars do like toys made of Taiwanese plastic. And the boy laughed and danced drowned in the rain, while laundries clean clothes, high heels, rotos, puddles splashed hulls with bust up crows, dressed in their suits and their boots, where they all look the same. Took myself down to the cafe to find all the boys lost in books and crackling vinyl. I carved out a poem for both you, I know the red Chicago. This is a singing bit, don't be shy, what? So don't cry for the lost, what? Smile for the living. Get what you need and give what you're given. Oh, life's for the living, so living, or you're better off dead. man's jacket. We needed an airboy taxi till it fell off the wall. Yellow wire, pigeons, fake trains, sparks through like lanes, rain show, rainbows and oil stains. We all had new iPhones, but no one had no one to call. Yeah, and I stumbled down to the stomach of the town, where the widow takes memories to slowly drown. With her hands to the sky and a mist in her eyes, she said, "Chicago, let me hear you sing it." Cried for those get what you need and get what you give. Oh, life's for the living, so live it, or you're better off dead. Take your dreams down and they stick them in storage. You can have them back, son, when you paid off your mortgage and loans. Yeah, hell with this place, I go it my own way. I stick out my thumb. Let me see them thumbs. And I trudge down the highway. Someday, someone must be going my way. Till then I'll make my bed from a disused car, with a mattress, leaves and a blanket of stars. Stitch the words into my heart with a needle and thread. Chicago, I want to hear you sing it, go on. So don't cry for the lost, smile for the living. Get what you need and give what you give. All life's for the living, so living. We're better off dead. It sounds so beautiful, it just needs to be a bit loud. What? Don't cry for the lost, God. Smile for the living. Get what you need and give what you give. All life's for the living, so living. We're better off dead. One more time, as loud as you possibly can. Don't cry for the lost, God. Smile for the living. Get what you need and give what you give. All life's for the living, so living. We're better off dead. Fucking incredible, thank you. You guys are amazing, thanks. I was on tour here last year, and actually it kind of starts a bit further back. So I started smoking at a really early age when I was about 2.5 years old. No, sorry. You shouldn't laugh, that was a pretty dark joke, sorry. But I don't know, when I was about 15, I started smoking at school just to try and fit in with the cool kids. And I realised the problem wasn't that I didn't smoke, it was just that I just really wasn't cool. And by the time I realised that, I was kind of hooked on smoking. And for those of you who smoke or have smoked, you'll know that it's not an easy thing to give up. And over the last couple of years, I've been trying, and the same pattern seemed to emerge. Every time I'd give up, I'd feel great for a couple of months. I'd start running and doing yoga, and that wasn't yoga. I'm not entirely sure what that was actually. That was some sort of weird fucking dance that I'll never do again. Sorry, you had to witness that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. I started exercising, I started eating well, eating salad, which is actually alright. Not as good as pizza. And for some reason, after a couple of months of doing this, of living well, I'd see somebody lighting up a cigarette, and out of the blue, I'd really, really desperately want one. And for the next 24 hours, I'd go into this little battle in my head, and in the end, I'd end up buying cigarettes. And this pattern kept on happening again and again and again for months and months and months. It was getting very boring. I remember being in North America last year, this time last year, and I was in Minneapolis, so not far from here, and very outnumbered of members of Minneapolis over here. But I remember lying in my bed at 3 in the morning and all I could think about was smoking, and I just wanted to get some sort of... I got up and I put my clothes on, thank God. Would have been a very different story. I don't think they like streakers in Minneapolis. But anyway, I got up and I walked to the nearest gas station, and it was like a Tuesday, and it was 3 in the morning in Minneapolis. There was no one around, and I finally got to this gas station. There was this one guy outside who was sitting on a motorbike, and older guy with long grey hair and a big beard, and he was smoking cigarettes. And as I walked past him, he said the strangest thing. He said, "This is the best cigarette I've ever had in my life." I was like, this is too fucking weird. It's 3 in the morning, this is the only human being on planet Minneapolis. And he said that, and all I could think about is smoking. This is ridiculous. So I was compelled to walk over to him and have a conversation. And this conversation lasted 10 minutes, but it completely changed my life. And it turns out this guy had been smoking since he was a kid, and he had just found out he had lung cancer. He was dying, and he had no idea how long he had left to live. And he decided to buy this motorbike and ride it from the west coast to the east coast of the States and live out the rest of his life in New York with his kids and his grandkids. And it was a really bizarre conversation to have with a complete stranger, and just the timing of it was so profound. And I thanked him, and I got up and I went back to my hotel. I didn't buy cigarettes, and over the next week or two I wrote this song. And I'd like to dedicate it to him, and also to anybody here who's been touched by that awful, awful disease. It's called Riding to New York, and it goes... I met him in Minnesota. He was dark and overcast, long grey hair, eyes that stared through me like I was glass. I asked, where are you going to? He said, I'm the wind, I'm just blowing through. He lit up a cigarette and began to talk. See, the doctors told me that my body won't hold me, my lungs are turning black. Been lucky strikes full since I was at school, and there ain't no turning back. They can't tell me how long I've got, maybe months, but maybe not. So I'm taking this bike and I'm riding to New York. I wanna see my granddaughter one last time. When I hold her close and feel her time, heartbeat next to mine. Wanna see my son and the man he's become, and tell him I'm sorry for the things I've done. And I'd do it if I had to walk. I'm taking this bike and I'm riding to New York. Through the forests of Wisconsin, I knew as a boy, past the skyline of Chicago, of Illinois. I lay my head in a motel bed, where my back gets sore and my eyes turn red. I listen to the trucks roll past my door. Through the fields of Ohio, sunshine paints them gold. I run like a river, comes rapid, quick and cold. I fly through Pennsylvania and the Jersey Turnpike tolls, and I won't stop till I get to New York. So I wanna see my grandson one last time. Wanna see his eyes sparkling and stare back into mine. Now my time is short, I wanna see my daughter and tell her I'm sorry for the things I taught her, and I'd do it if I had to. Well, I'm taking this bike and riding to New York. Oh, and I go up to the churchyard one last time. Lay flowers down for the woman who gave me the best years of my life. Oh, and I'd do it if I had to walk. Well, I'd do it if I had to walk. See, I'm taking this bike right into New York. In the words that he was for me, and the signs see the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and sentimental. But don't you see that we're lost? And thank you so much for silencing. Oh no. Guys, thank you so much for being so quiet. That's absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chicago. Cheers. With the stuff that pisses me off then. Chicago, please sing as loud as you possibly can. Do you have yourselves a deal? I said, do you have yourselves a deal? Well, I hate racist blokes telling tasteless jokes and explaining where people belong. So just quickly to remember, if you don't sing as loud as you possibly can in the chorus, that means you're a racist. So, which is one of the shittest things you can be, so it's up to you. I hate racist blokes telling tasteless jokes and explaining where people belong. I hate ignorant folks that pay money to see gigs and talk through every fucking song. You know, the beautiful irony with that line is that everyone who's talking never fucking hears it, but good luck to you anyway. I hate people in nightclubs snorting coke and explaining where you're going wrong. So if you agree, Chicago, come meeting with me and feel free to sing along nice and loud. It goes I hate pointless status updates on Facebook. FYI, we were never epics. We pretend to be friends on the internet when in real life we've got nothing to say to each other. Oh brother, I've love for my mother, good times, music of my mates. Yeah, I love, I live and I have love to you. Sometimes all you can do is say God, and it goes the you cook them for heaters. It's the only thing that rhymed. They only eat pizza and chips. I hate stepping outside for a smoke and some guy coughs like your lungs are his. And I hate queuing up for festival toilets, especially when you need a share. In my head, if we all sing it, it's less disgusting. I don't know if that's true. And I hate the X Factor for murdering music, you bunch of money-grabbing pricks. And it goes let me hear magazines aimed at insecure teens that make 10-year-olds race to grow up. Hey kids, let's all be anorexic or better. Eat chocolate till you throw up. Keep your Hollywood stars in their stupid cars and the Botox that makes them look fat. Do you know how awkward it is singing that in Los Angeles? It's an interesting moment, yeah. Just grow old with grace. Have you seen Cher's face? She looks like she's been hit by a truck. And it goes one more time as loud as you possibly can. It goes say life will pass me by if I don't open my eyes, and that's fine by me. Let me hear you sing. Wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. This is my only hit single. 'Cause you only knew the light when it's burning low. Sing it out! Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love when you let it go. Sounds so good. It's beautiful. Only know you when you're missing home. Only know you love when you let it go. Let her go. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. Dreams come slow, go so fast. You see when you close your eyes, maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch all the time. Chicago, sing it with me. 'Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Music. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love when you let go. at the ceiling in the dark. Same old empty feeling in your heart. Love comes slow, goes so fast. You see a way to fall asleep, never to touch, never to keep, cause you loved it too much and dive too deep. Cause you only need the light when it's burning low, only miss the sun when it starts to snow, only know you love her when you let her go, only know you'll be high when you're feeling low, only hate the road when you're missing home now, only know you love her when you let her go. Chicago, help us out with this. And you let her go. And you let her go. And you let her go. Oh, now. Cause you only need the light and it's burning low, only miss the sun when it starts to snow, only know you love when you let it go, only know you've been high when you feel low, only hit the road when you're missing home, only know you love when you let it go. Sounds so good. Can we do it one more time? Is that okay? Cause you only need the light. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low, only hit the road when you're missing home, only know you love her when you let her go, and you let her go. Absolutely beautiful, thank you so much. This one's for you, it's for 27. My massive favourite. Every time I stand before this, you guys clap. You need everybody on, everybody at the front, everybody at the back, everybody at the top. You keep on clapping, it's amazing. Only thing I know, the only thing I get told, I gotta tell if I wanna get sold. Don't wanna tell to me taking my soul. Write songs come from my heart. I don't give a fuck if they get into the chart or not. Only way to be is to say what I see, and I'm a shadow looking over. I don't know where I'm running, I know I don't run course, running the thing I always don't know. Saying I don't know what I'm doing, I know what I've done, now I'm hungry, hard, but it's gone. 27 years now. Only thing I know that I don't know how to please everybody all of the time, cause everybody's always changing minds. A little bit fading, a little bit changing. No gonna stop, I won't be persuaded to write words I can't believe. See my face on a video screen. Don't know where I'm running, I know I don't run course, running the thing I always don't know. Don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I've done. I'm a hungry heart, I'm a loaded gun. 27 years done, written 600 songs, only 12 get sung, 87,000 cigarettes have passed through these lungs, and every single day I wish I'd never smoked one. A week brushing my teeth and a week getting my hair cut, 8 years sleeping, I'm still tired when I wake up, a whole year eating and I still lost weight, fuck 5 proper girlfriends and 5 messy breakups, 27 birthdays, 27 New Years, 30,000 quid, just so I could have a few beers, never die, old hopes never grow, a new fear. Don't know where I'm going, but I know how to hold you. Don't know where I'm running, I know how to run course. Running's the thing I've always done, no more. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, I know what I've done. Now I'm hungry, hard, I know we ain't got no more. Sitting, I don't know where I'm running, I know how to run course. Running's the thing I've always done, no more. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I've done. I'm a hungry heart, and you're gone. Chicago, thank you so much. Thank you very much indeed. You feel like laughing when you start to cry. I don't know how, and I don't know why. Stu doesn't actually sing in this song. I just get so lonely up here. But I don't have many, and I don't have much. In fact, I don't have any, but I've got enough. 'Cause I know those eyes, and I know that touch. I don't have many, and I don't have much. Oh, darling, my heart's on fire. Oh, darling, my heart's on fire. Oh, darling, my heart's on fire. Feel. I don't know where and I don't know when, but I know we'll be lost again. I see it someday before the end. I don't know where and I don't know when. Oh, darling, my heart's on fire. Sing along if you know it. Oh, darling, my heart's on fire. Beautiful. Oh, darling, my heart's on fire. You know those love songs break your heart. You know those love songs break your heart. You know break your heart. Oh, no, no. Oh, 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 no. Oh, darling, my heart's on fire. Don't be shy. Come on. You guys keep on singing that bit. It's one. Oh, darling, my heart's on fire. And oh, darling, my heart's on fire. And oh, darling, my heart's on fire. Feel. Stu Larsen, everyone. There were 15,000 people in the audience, and I'd never played a gig anything near that big. And I remember looking out at one stage, and you guys have watched Lord of the Rings, right? It felt a little bit like the Battle of Helm's Deep, you know, when all the orcs were coming. All I could see was this ocean of people, and I'm not saying they looked like orcs, they didn't. They were a very good-looking crowd. But I remember looking out at one stage and instead of seeing 15,000 faces, all I could see were 15,000 iPhones looking back at me. And my first thought was, Apple make a fuckload of money, but the second thought was this. Isn't it a strange time that we live in where 15,000 people go to stand in a field, a muddy, rainy field, to listen to music, to feel something together? It's primal, it's ancient, it's something we've been doing as humans for thousands of years, but nowadays, if we're not careful, we don't feel it together. We're off in our own little worlds, with our own little TV screens, filming everything for our friends on Instagram and Twitter and FaceSpace and everything else, and FaceSpace, that doesn't exist, does it? You know what I'm saying? Does anybody else find that a little bit weird, or is that just me? Thank you so much for coming down and listening to my songs, A Big Passenger. You've been wonderful. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Sing out the top of your voice, beautiful. A love without fear in your heart. Feel like you still have a choice. If we go our lights up, we can scare away the dark. Wish our weekdays away, spend our weekends in bed. We drink ourselves stupid and work ourselves dead, and all just because that's what Mom and Dad said we should do. We should run through the forests, we should swim in the streams, we should laugh, we should cry, we should love, we should dream, we should stare at the stars and not just the screens. You should hear what I'm saying and know what it means to sing. Sing it with me! Sing out the top of your voice, beautiful. A love without fear in your heart. Feel like you still have a choice. Well, we wish we were happier, thinner and fitter. We wish we weren't losers and liars and quitters. We want something more, not just nasty and bitter. We want something real, not just hashtags and Twitter. It's the meaning of life, and it's streamed live on YouTube. But I bet Gangnam Style would still get more views. And we're scared of drowning and flying in and shooters, but we're all slowly dying in front of fucking computers. So sing out the top of your voice now. Can you love without fear in your heart? Go on and feel like you still have a choice. If we all had lights up, we can scare away the dark. Chicago, you up for singing one more time? I said you up for singing one more time? Sing it all. song that we've been playing. And it's a song that's loosely linked to the town that we're in, so we did one in Nashville, we did one in Philly, we did one in New York, and we filmed something in Chicago today, and do you guys remember the band called Chicago? I guess you would. I don't know, were they from Chicago, or they just, no one knows. Someone look it on Wikipedia, I don't know. But we covered one of their songs today, and we're going to give it a go. Please be gentle with it, because it might be a bit weird. It goes something like this. Everybody needs a little time away from each other. Even lovers need a holiday, far away from each other. Hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to stay. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promised you. After all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me I can't let go. Wouldn't wanna be kept away, not for a day, from your body. Wouldn't wanna be swept away, far away from the one that I love. Hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to know. Hold me now. I really want to say I'm sorry. I could never let you go. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise you. After all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me I can't let go. Oh, after all we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise you. After all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me I can't let go. Everybody needs a little time away, I heard her say, from each other. The ones that you lost and everything. She said one day her husband went to get a paper. The motherfucker never came back. I'm mortgage to pay our car keys to it. Keeping her up front door. She said go up. Cause I'm holding my heart, holding the bones, all on the side of my bed. Oh, but now he's gone where life carries on, and I, it seemed like in our hearts. Go. Yeah, we got holes in our lives. Where we got holes, we got holes, but we carry on. It sounds so good, just a touch loud. Still we got holes in our hearts. Yeah, we got holes in our lives. Where we got holes, we got holes, but we carry on. Beautiful, beautiful. Keep on singing. Where we got holes in our hearts. Where we got holes in our hearts. Where we got holes, we got holes, but we carry on. Keep on singing, keep on up. Say we got holes in our hearts. We got holes in our hearts. We got holes, we got holes, we carry on. Say we got holes in our hearts. We got holes in our hearts. We got holes, but we carry on. Yes, here we got holes in our hearts. Go. Yeah, we got holes in our lives. Where we got holes, but we carry on. One last time, as loud as you possibly can. Say we got holes in our hearts. Yeah, we got holes in our lives. Where we got holes, but we carry on. I fucking love you guys, thank you.